Hi friends. Okay, so I'm sending this video to give more details on this Bible project, right? Happy Sunday. It's a perfect day for this kind of a project, right? So I wrote a description of what it could look like, and I know I talked through it with the kids, but I wanted to kind of share what it could turn into, right? So everything's flexible, and the whole point is just to get the kids talking and learning about, someone in the Bible, right? So here's my example. This is the prodigal son. I chose the prodigal son as my person, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with like 3 prompts to help guide the story or the points if you need it. If you've already figured out your person and your child is like ready to share with them, then let them do whatever they want. But the fun part is creating a person. I had no can or oatmeal, so this is like a jar actually, but like one of those Tupperware things. But the point of this is that you're supposed to put your little note cards or anything you have to share in it. Like that could be a reason to have the can. Oh my gosh, I can't even get it out. But obviously not needed, but that was like the purpose of the can. So if you don't have a can, skip this step. Since I can't even get it out. Okay. So here's my prodigal son. It's dirty, coming from the farm, right? So then the prompts I was talking about would be like your child would come up to the front and say, this is the person. And the prompts are, I chose blank. So I chose the prodigal son because blank, right? So I chose the prodigal son because I love that God gives us second chances and celebrates our return to him. So that's why I chose it. And then the second prompt is the scripture where this comes from. So this comes from Luke 15:11-24. And the whole point is then to have your child kind of explain a story or a piece of the story, right? Or they can just directly read the scripture if that's easier for them. But it's just getting them to talk about it in their own words. So if they'd like, they can put together some note cards to speak about their story. This story is really long. It does not have to be this long, but the prodigal son was the person I loved, and so it kind of has a lot of bullet points. So don't take this as the example for your kids to speak this much unless they want to. So like my notes say, a father had 2 sons. One son asked his father for the money his father had saved for him, but he spent all his money. He had to go to work. Oh, see, no, they're out of order. Sorry. Oh my gosh, these are all out of order. He spent all his money. Oh, I got it. Okay. It says, a father had 2 sons. One son asked his father for the money his father had saved for him. And then he went off and he spent all of his money, right? So then he had no money, so he had to go to work and got a job with the pig farmer. He was so hungry that even the pig's food looked good. He wanted to go back home and apologize, so he thought maybe he could work for his father. But when he went home and his father saw him, his father started running towards him. And the son asked for forgiveness, and the father not only said yes, but then he celebrated him. So that's the story of my person that I chose. And I, like I said, I just love this person because God always gives us second chances. The end. So something like that. Leo, for example, wants to pick, or he went with the story, like he wants to pick the story of the money in a fish. And so I have to try to figure out how to bring that to life. But I think what we'll do is the story really is about Peter talking to Jesus. So I'm going to ask Leo if he wants to create Peter and then talk about one thing. And Leo will probably only say this story is about the money in the fish. And he might like say the scripture that I write down for him. So he might say Matthew 17:24-27. And then that might be it. But what I will do with Leo is read the story with him and, explain what the story is about. And then whoever he's creating, I'll spend time with him talking about that person. So it's really more of a one-on-one experience, and then whatever they choose to share with their friends at whatever age level they are will be so awesome, because that's the fun part, is hearing what they keep. And nothing has to be perfect. It doesn't have to be too much or too little. They can maybe even just stand up there if they're really shy and just share their character. We have no expectations, except that it's going to be really fun if everyone brings something. So like I said, it could be literally even just like a picture if they want to end up drawing a picture. But whatever you're up for between today and Tuesday will be amazing. And if it doesn't get done, or if people don't end up coming on Tuesday but still want to share what their person is, then we'll make time next week or the following week. So anyways, reach out with any questions. I hope that it was helpful. Me and the prodigal son are gonna keep doing our Sunday. Peace out. Love you.